John Wall and Bradley Beal, despite being one of the most iconic duos in recent NBA history, the two were never able to win a championship together. So today we're here in NBA 2K26 in the Curry era, rebuilding the Washington Wizards team with prime John Wall and prime Bradley Beal to build a team around them to win a championship here in Washington while they are both still in their primes. So just taking a quick look at this Wizards roster. Of course, John Wall, he's 26, 90 overall. He's going to be one of the key focal points in this video. And then there's our backup point guard, 73 overall, Trey Burke. He's 26 years old, heading into year number 4. And then we got Bradley Beal, 23, 87 overall. He's an elite scorer, and we're pairing him up with an elite playmaker who can also score the ball quite well, averaging just under 20 points per game last year. And we can't forget about my guy, Kelly Oubre, heading into year number 2. We also got Daniel House here. Is he a rookie this year? Yeah, he is. Well, he's a UDFA, actually. I didn't even know about that. And we also got Otto Porter Jr. here, heading into year number 4 for him. And then at the 4, we got one of the Morris twins, Markieff Morris. And then in at center, we got Marcin Gortat. I think that's how you say his first name. Ian Mahanami, I think that's how you say it. Honestly, I have no idea. And Jason Smith is in here as well. So yeah, this Wizards roster, I'm not sure what actually happened this year. I think this might be the year where they faced the Cavs in the first round and lost, of course, to LeBron. Because this was the era where the Warriors and Cavs were meeting up in the finals like every year pretty much. So this team right now is definitely good enough to make the playoffs. However, I don't know if I would say is good enough to win a championship right now. We don't have our first round pick. It is protected. Our first round pick is lottery protected, but I really don't expect us to be a lottery team, so I think the Nets will be getting our first round pick this year, which is really not all that big of a deal because the core of this team is pretty young. John Wall is still not even 27, and Bradley Beal, Otto Porter, and Kelly Oubre are all pretty young, so not having draft capital really isn't the worst thing here in year number 1. But Otto Porter, he's probably a guy I would like to keep, assuming the price is right, because he is on an expiring deal. Does he have an option? I'm assuming he does. Oh no, he actually doesn't. Okay, well, in the off season, as long as he's not like unreasonably expensive, I would like to bring him back. And same with Kelly Oubre. He does have a 2-year team option though, so we have some flexibility with him. I think for year number 1, we'll just kind of sim through the season. I don't really plan on making any big moves. I think we'll just head straight to the playoffs and we'll see how the team's doing. Okay, here at the trade deadline, we are currently under 500. Despite that, we are in the 8th seed. That is very interesting how that seems to work. 44-8, looking to break that wins record. Probably won't happen, but I guess you never really know. But here, I mean, I think we should make the playoffs. I guess it's not really that much of a gap between us and these lower seeds right here, but I think we should make the playoffs. I don't think we need to go in full tank mode and just trade everybody on a 1-year deal. So we'll just advance onto the playoffs and we'll see if I end up regretting that decision. Okay, you guys will not believe what just happened. We lost our last game and went from the 7th seed to the 9th seed, and we missed the playoffs. But LeBron wins MVP. LeBron, we're good. Ben Simmons is here, has won Rookie of the Year, and I can't believe we missed the playoffs off of that. Like, that's so insane. I didn't even look at all NBA teams. It is what it is. Am I even able to see the calendar? I don't think I am, but yeah, we literally lost our last game of the season, and we went from the 6th seed, which I don't know how we were in the 6th seed. Actually, we might have been the 7th seed, not the 6th seed, but whatever it is, we dropped from there to here and we missed the playoffs off of that. So yeah, we're just gonna sim through. We'll head in the off season. If our pick ends up getting number 1 after I decided not to trade for any picks, I'm gonna be so mad. But the Warriors, surprise surprise, win the championship over the Raptors though. Curry averaging 34 points, didn't miss a single free throw in the finals, wins finals MVP. So we do have a uniforms change. I guess that doesn't really matter for us because we don't play in any of the games. But here for the draft lottery, what's our pick even projected to be? So 14th. If our pick jumps up to 1, I'm gonna be so mad. Let's see here, and it stays with pick 14. Oh wait, no, it's lottery protect. That's right, I completely forgot. Yeah, we just lose our first round pick next year, which is completely fine. So the Lakers get pick 1, Celtics 2, Suns at 3. But all right, so we do have a top 14 draft pick. So actually missing the playoffs wasn't the worst thing in the world because now we have a first round draft pick. And here for the draft, I don't really think I'm going to trade up. We'll see who the Lakers take at pick 1. They take Lonzo. So will Jason Tatum go pick 2? No, it will be Larry Markkinen pick 3. Or not pick 2, pick 3. And Jason Tatum will go to the Suns. And now the Pistons will be taking Kyle Kuzma here. So I don't know if I want to trade up. I mean, we do have the 14th pick in the first round and the 17th. I mean, I'll try it. Like, if the Hawks want to give me pick 12 for it, I'm not really... I mean, actually, that probably would have been a good trade to do. We could have just shed $5 million salary and also got a future for... You know what? We're going to do that. We're going to send away Jason Smith and whatever second round pick that was. I'm completely okay. They want to give us this auto generator who makes 13 million. Yeah, we're good. You can keep them. We'll give you the extra set. How are you not interested in that? Okay, that makes absolutely no sense. Okay, what if I were to just retry this, going back and doing it the old-fashioned way? So they offer the same thing. I guess, no, we offered the 2018 first. Okay, you know, I'm not even going to question it. We'll do this trade with the Hawks. This isn't really going to be the most realistic rebuild. Maybe to an extent it will be. I guess maybe to an extent, like I'm not going to do anything crazy like trade for LeBron or anything like that. So in a way it will be kind of realistic, but the Magic will be trading for their Kemba Walker to the Magic for pick 7. Okay, well, let's see who the Hornets are taking. Donovan Mitchell. Okay, that works out for them. But they also traded for Bismack Biyombo, who I'm pretty sure has like a really big contract at this period of time. But I mean, they got Donovan Mitchell out of it, so maybe he'll develop into the player he is today in real life. But we'll see what this next trade is. It will be John Collins, who just got picked a couple picks ago, and Steven Adams going to the Lakers in exchange for Jordan Clarkson and the 10th overall pick. Okay, Jared Allen goes to the Thunder at pick 10. Knicks take Josh Hart, who is on the team in real life, of course, and now we are on the clock. So, De'Aaron Fox is here. So is OG Anunoby. So a lot of guys that played in the finals this year are in this draft. Well, I mean, as much as I would like to go De'Aaron Fox, we're really not going to need a point guard like throughout this entire rebuild. So I feel like Isaiah Hartenstein kind of makes the most sense. His ceiling is starter. What's OG Anunoby's all-star? I mean, small forward, we do have Otto Porter as well as Kelly Oubre, so I don't know if going small forward makes the most sense. I feel like center just makes the most sense. What about Luke Cornett? He's also a starter. Yeah, here we're just going to go with Isaiah Hartenstein. I feel like that just makes the most sense in regards to our situation here. Also, for those of you who don't know about historical draft classes and stuff like that, it doesn't really matter how good the player is in real life. Like say Jason Tatum, for example. Just because he's an amazing player in real life doesn't necessarily mean he will develop that way in this simulation. Like it could very well, for example, be Josh Hart developing into the best player in this draft class during the simulation, so there's no guarantee anyone will or won't be good just because of how they are in real life. But Isaiah Hartenstein, 73 overall, Kelly Oubre, we will be accepting that. Qualifying offers, Trey Burke, Otto Porter, we will be extending those out. So let's see, how much money do they want? Hopefully it's not anything. Otto Porter wants 15. I mean, he's 24. What's his potential looking like? Actually, I mean, what did he average last season? Just out of curiosity, 11 points on 50%. Okay, I mean, there's something positive there, but I'm gonna lowball him a little bit. We'll go 14 over 4 years. I'm comfortable doing that because, you know, if he does end up sucking, then we can always just trade him. That always does work out. But as for Trey Burke, he wants 4.5 a year despite averaging 8 points on 46%. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Well, the Bucks are gonna be taking away the guy that fills up the stat sheet. Tony Snell is heading back there as they match the contract. But as for us, we really aren't making any crazy signings because we don't really have the cap space. So really all we're doing here is just re-signing Otto Porter, bringing in JJ Hickson as well as Brandon Bass. Besides that though, do we even have like CJ Miles money? I mean, we could. You know what, CJ Miles on a 1-year $6 million deal, I guess why not? And he will accept that. So I think CJ Miles will just be our biggest free agency signing here because like I said, we really just don't have the cap space and I don't even know who I would go after. I guess really just bringing back Trey Burke, and we don't even have cap space to do that. But yeah, just bringing back Trey Burke is like the only thing. So if he gets an offer, I'll match it. But just around the league, Curry to the Bulls, that usually happens in these historical rebuilds and stuff like that. KD back to the Warriors, and pretty much everyone just re-signs. Oh, well, no, actually, Gordon Hayward to the Kings. Dwayne Wade to the 76ers, though. And Pau Gasol to the Pelicans. Rudy Gay to the Nets. So a lot of guys switching teams here. But also, John Wall wants an extension. He does want a pay raise. He's currently making $18 million, which, you know, understandable. He wants more money. So we'll offer him 26 over 3 more years on his contract. He will be accepting that. And Trey Burke got an offer from the Pacers. We will be matching that. He's back for 2 more seasons. But as for progression, Bradley Beal up to an 88 overall, Otto Porter up to an 82 overall. You know, after I paid him all that money, I was expecting a little better than just going up by 2. But CJ Miles, despite being 30, goes up. And not really all that much regression on this team. You know, a couple of guys, but Daniel House is up to a 72 overall. But as we head into another year of NBA basketball, basketball. The only really new thing here is CJ Miles coming off the bench. Also JJ Hickson, can't forget about that. But yeah, there's really not much new on this team. It's pretty much the same exact team. I think I want to get Trey Burke some minutes though. You know, we have 2 centers coming off the bench. I think we'll take away Ian's minutes because I'm also thinking about trading him. So Trey Burke can get his minutes off the bench. And I think I like how this rotation is going. You know, I don't think we're in a championship year quite yet. I think we're close though. Maybe give it one more offseason, because this upcoming offseason, the free agency class is ridiculously good. Like, yeah, Russ will be here. LeBron, I don't think we'll be able to get him, but I mean, it's possible. I guess you never really know. DeMarcus Cousins, I would love to sign him. Paul George, would love to also get him. But there is a lot of options here. This free agency class is setting up to be a very good one. So with that being said, we'll just head to the trade deadline and we'll see where the team's at. All right, well, we are above 500 at the trade deadline, which is a very like low bar to be happy about, but you know, it's a start. So estimated wins added, we'll just take a quick look at that. Kelly Oubre is stinking it up on the court, but I don't think we'll make any like crazy trades or anything like that here. I mean, like I said at the start of this season, I don't think we're in a championship window quite yet, so I don't really see a point in trading anyone. And for Otto Porter, I'm gonna bump this shot tendency up a little bit, because I mean, if he's getting paid all that money, if he's our 3rd highest paid player, then I want him scoring like our 3rd highest paid player. Kelly Oubre, I'll bump this up a little bit as well so he can develop. Even though he's a net negative on the court right now, I would like to see him get more reps. Also, doesn't he have a 2-year option? I thought I accepted a 2-year option. I guess the option is for next year, but I thought it was a 2-year team option that I accepted. You know, I guess it doesn't really matter. You know what, actually, Brandon Bass, he does not play for this team. He's on a 1-year deal. So let's just see what type of value from a contending team the Cavs want to offer a 1st-round pick. You know what, we'll do it. LeBron can get a little bit of help there as we make that trade. But yeah, we're not going to do anything else. We'll just go straight to playoffs and we'll see where the team's at. But yeah, LeBron wins MVP. Lonzo Ball averaging a triple single wins Rookie of the Year. And Taurean Prince wins Most Improved Player. Okay, but the Cavs only lost 10 games all season. No wonder LeBron won MVP. So do we have any Wizards on here? I forgot to check this last year and we do not have anybody. Oh yeah, it was Isaiah Hartenstein. I completely forgot to make sure he was in the rotation, which is a complete sell by me. But you know, he was running around hard in practice. He probably got some good development out of that. But here we take on the Bulls in round 1. Oh yeah, that's right, they have Curry. Yeah, we are going to get swept. They have Timberwolves legend Taj Gibson in here. Yeah, Curry and Jimmy Butler would be such an insane duo, which is funny because they actually are a duo, but imagine they were both in their primes with Jimmy's defense and mid-range scoring. With Curry out on the court too, that would be a ridiculous duo. But we'll see about game 1. I don't think we're going to win this series, but we'll give it our best effort. We're going to get swept, yeah. I mean, we'll go down to an 8-man rotation. We'll see if we can fight our way out of this spot, but I think... Oh, we take a game. All right, can we take 2? We take 2. Are we going to make this comeback? Okay. I mean, it was a long shot. It was worth a try. But yeah, we'll head in this offseason. It'll be a pretty big offseason. The Bulls will win the championship, though. Curry averaging 40 wins back-to-back finals MVPs over the Clippers, the Lob City Clippers. I was thinking about doing a Lob City Clippers rebuild, actually. I might do one. But that's besides the point. We got the Wizards to worry about right now. Vince Carter retires like 20 years before he actually does it in real life. And same with Udonis, but this is more like 30 years before he actually retired. But we will not have our 1st-round pick this year. The Hornets will be grabbing the #1 overall pick. And I don't even think we have a 2nd-round pick this year, do we? Because I'm pretty sure I traded it away. Yeah, we don't even have a 2nd-round pick, so we'll just skip the draft. We don't need a rookie anyways. Who cares about that? And options, we will be accepting Kelly Oubre's this 56 overall. Yeah, I think we'll pass on the 2-year team option there. And now here, free agency. A lot of free agents that I would love to sign. We do not really have LeBron money right now. The Pacers do, though, so I think we might need to make some trades. You know, I think the Pacers really need a new center, as well as this auto-generated guy. Will they accept this offer? They will. Yeah, this is definitely not a realistic rebuild at this point. Let's see, will the Nets accept this for their future first? And they will. So now we have a good amount of caps, but we have Carmelo, and we don't even have Carmelo Anthony money. Oh my gosh, I thought we did. Well, it says we have $23 million. I don't know. Do I want to trade Otto Porter and then sign LeBron? I mean, this is more so a John Wall and Bradley Beal rebuild. So I mean, Otto Porter really isn't a part of the core core, but I mean, he kind of is a part of the core. I don't know. Okay, so we weren't really able to do anything all that crazy in free agency. We're picking up Trevor Booker, CJ Miles, Tony Snell. We tried to sign him last year, but his offer got matched, but we have him now, and Kyle Korver. He's gonna regress like crazy though. He's 37. But yeah, I kind of made all those trades for nothing because we really didn't have the cap space I wanted. But you know, we'll have a little more cap space next offseason, so we'll see what we can get going on next offseason. But yeah, DeMarcus Cousins back to the Kings, Paul George back to the Pacers, and pretty much everyone's just re-signing with their teams except Gary Harris, I believe, he goes to the Spurs, but pretty much everybody else is heading back to their teams. We also pick up Marvin Williams here and professional championship winner Quinn Cook, as well as DJ Augustine. I don't think we'll make any more signings here. I'm curious, where will LeBron go though? He's going probably to the Cavs. Russ back to the Thunder, most likely. We'll see if they actually end up going back to those spots. Are they just gonna wait throughout this entire free agency? They might just do that. Okay, I mean, if I advance one more day, are they gonna go like just accept the most high offer here? That's horrible English, but we'll see. Russ goes back to the Thunder. Okay, where's LeBron at? That's the one I'm most curious about. No, LeBron James actually goes to the Mavericks on a 1-year, $21 million deal. So LeBron will be a free agent next offseason, where we have even more cap space. So that actually works out for us. Who's on the Mavericks though? Why would LeBron decide to go there? I mean, he's teaming up with Harrison Barnes and the guy who scored 83 points. So I mean, yeah, I guess this is LeBron's move. But John Wall will regress. So will Bradley Beal at 25 years old. Okay, Otto Porter up to an 84, Kelly Oubre up to a 78. Isaiah Hartenstein, he will be our starting center next year, so that works out. He's up to a 74 overall. And I know I did say I think this year after this offseason would be a championship-like year, but when I said that, I was kind of under the assumption that we would make a pretty big signing in free agency, which of course we did not. But I mean, the team did improve overall. Like, our bench unit is a lot better, and I think overall our team is better than we were last season. I don't know if we're going to win a championship this season, probably not, but I would say, you know, we'll definitely make the playoffs, maybe win a series, probably not win a series, but we'll make the playoffs. Also, we do have an extension to do. I believe Markieff Morris, yeah, he does want an extension. 0.5 over 2 years, we will do that. And then there's nobody else, but we also do have Kelly Oubre to re-sign. He didn't want to re-sign in the offseason, he wanted to wait, so we'll just have to re-sign him in free agency. But also, somehow he progressed despite averaging less points than the season before, less rebounds, less assists, I guess more steals, but also the field goal percentage was pretty bad. The 3-point percentage was pretty bad. Wow, Kelly Oubre did not have a good season last season. And yeah, we'll just go straight to the trade deadline and we'll see how the team is doing. Well, we're 29-25, which I think we are the most wins we've had over 500 all video so far, and we're the 7th seed. So I think here we'll just let the team ride it out and we'll head to the playoffs and we'll see, you know, maybe we can jump up from the 7th seed. And Chris Paul will win MVP, averaging a double-double. Luka, Rookie of the Year. Trae Young in his rookie year winning 6th Man of the Year. Okay, and then are we going to have any Wizards on anything? We will not. But we did get the 6th seed though, which is the same as last year. I'm pretty sure our record though is better than it was last year. We went 42-40. I actually don't remember what we were last year, but we're taking on the Cavs, who do not have LeBron. They have Kyrie and Kevin Love. Jeremy Grant is out there as well. Tristan Thompson, J.R. Smith leading the team off the bench. So I mean, this is winnable. I don't know if we will win because Kyrie is very good in these 2K sims and they will take game 1. What about game 2? That will go to us. Game 3. We'll go to them. What about game 4? 2-2 series. Let's make this 3-2. That's the wrong 3-2 I was talking about. All right, let's go down to an 8-man rotation here. We'll see. The coach wants to start Trevor Booker now into this next game, and we tied up, force a game 7, and we get eliminated in 7. All right, well, we made it interesting. Just didn't end up winning it all. The Bulls though, they got knocked out in round 1 after winning the championship last year. So we'll just see who wins this championship. It will be the 76ers who beat the Clippers. So the Clippers lost in the finals for 2 years in a row, but LeBron, we're good. Ben Simmons is here. He wins finals MVP, almost averaging a triple-double. But yeah, Kyle Korver will be retiring. But here for the draft lottery, we actually have 2 picks in here. We have the Hawks pick, which I don't think I traded for. I think the Wizards just had that pick from the start of this league, and we also have the 10th pick, which I did trade for. So we'll see. We get the number 1 overall pick. That's huge. This is the, what draft is, I think this is the Zion draft actually. So we just got the number 1 overall pick in the Zion draft. We also have the 10th overall pick, which, did that drop off? I thought it was projected higher. You know, it doesn't matter. We got the number 1 overall pick. But yeah, here with the first overall pick, pretty easy choice. We're gonna go with Zion, but I would be a bad GM if I weren't to look through trade offers here for the, well, we actually have a good deal of picks here. So just out of curiosity, we could get Rudy Gobert, Timberwolves legend. Is there anything? Brook Lopez to move up 3 spots. That's interesting. Offer CJ McCollum to move up 2 spots. I mean, if we didn't have Bradley Beal, this would be something to consider. We could get Dame. That's an option. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and take the best prospect in this class, Zion Williamson. Welcome to the team. Now, what do I want to do here? I probably could have traded up with my picks, actually. I mean, I guess that is what it is. So, I mean, Tyler Hero, all-star potential. Jackson Hayes, also all-star potential. DeAndre Hunter, all-NBA potential. I mean, we'll just go with Tyler Hero. He's the best prospect on the board. What I probably should have done is just traded up, though, because had I traded up, we could have probably got like Rui Hachimura. And then here with my next pick, do I go Jackson Hayes, all-star potential? I mean, we did just draft Isaiah Hartenstein, but I mean, it's Jackson Hayes. You know, we'll just draft Jackson Hayes. We'll use all of our draft picks here and we'll go on to the end of the draft. So a huge draft for us. We grabbed 3 rookies in the top 16 and I'm very happy with it. So Isaiah Hartenstein, we will be accepting that option. Kelly Oubre qualifying offer will be extended out to him. Now, cap space wise, I don't think we're gonna have all that much. Yeah, we only have 2 million. So I mean, we could create some by trading away Otto Porter and some other guys. And the Lakers are offering me 2 firsts for this package, so we will gladly accept that. So that brings our cap space up to about 15 million. And Kelly Oubre wants 18 million, so that's really gonna do a dent. How much do we even, like, we would be over. Well, we almost signed Larry Nance Jr., but the Lakers will be matching that. That's unfortunate. Well, another power forward gets his offer sheet matched. But here for free agency, we pick up Patrick Mills, we re-sign CJ Miles and Trevor Booker. We also pick up Michael Beasley and Terrence Ross, and that will leave us with a little bit of cap space to go after and bring back Kelly Oubre. But Jokic to the Pacers though, so I guess those trades last season to hurt their cap space really didn't do much because they just picked up Jokic. Is there anything else crazy going on? Chris Middleton, I did think about signing him. So wait, it's gonna be Paul George, Chris Middleton, and Jokic on the Pacers. Oh my gosh. All right, well, George Hill to the Lakers. Anything else going on? Any other Pacers signings? I don't think so. But where's LeBron gonna go? Is he gonna go back to the Mavericks? Most likely. James Harden possibly goes to the Warriors. Klay Thompson will be probably going to the Suns. But Bradley Beal does want an extension. We will gladly offer that. And he actually wants to take a team-friendly deal, so we will gladly offer this. 22 over 3 years will he accept, and he will. And we bring back Gortat, and we also bring in J.R. Smith for some vet leadership, just as long as it's not finals vet leadership. And Kelly Oubre decides to re-sign on a 4-year deal. So just looking around the league, yeah, LeBron goes back to the Mavericks. James Harden does go to the Warriors. Klay Thompson to the Nets. Okay, Kemba to the Rockets. What about Jimmy Butler? Where's he gonna be going? He might be going to the Nuggets. Okay, what about Jahlil Okafor? He might be going to the Raptors, maybe? I don't even know. But if Jimmy Butler goes to the Nuggets, that does help us out a lot because the Bulls were going to be a tough team. They already eliminated us once, and yeah, the Pacers do look to be the team to beat though with all those acquisitions. So Bradley Beal, after we re-sign him, he regresses. Kelly Oubre though, up to an 81 overall. Also, I did put Zion at the 4, so he's going to be our starter next season. But Trevor Booker regresses a little bit. Some regression on this team, well, a lot of regression, but it's mostly guys who weren't going to play anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. And heading into another year of the John Wall and Bradley Beal era here, and we'll also be in a 10-man rotation here. But I would like Tyler Hero to get some minutes, so we'll take some from Terrence Ross and some from CJ Miles. We'll give him 7 minutes a game. I feel like that's pretty good for the rookie. But yeah, this is what the team is looking like. We're heading into, what is this, year 3? So this is really just a development year for Zion, Hartenstein, Jackson Hayes, and Tyler Hero. And then, I mean, we'll see how they do. And then this offseason, I don't really know how much cap space we'll have. I think we'll have a good amount. I don't think it's anything crazy though. Well, for the first time, we are a top 4 seed. We're sitting at 33-20 here at the trade deadline. And then we do like a lower cap hit, like say 15.7, and he accepts. But yeah, here I don't think we'll make any moves. I think we'll just go on to the end of the season and we'll just see how the team does. And the MVP will go to Joel Embiid. Rookie of the Year, Ja Morant. So Zion or Tyler Hero or Jackson Hayes do not win it. Sixth Man of the Year, James Johnson, Timberwolves legend, by the way. But let's see, do we have any Wizards on any of these? We do not. Luka, though, in year 2, All-NBA third team. We do get Zion All-Rookie first team. What about All-Rookie second team? Nobody. Wow. But we are the number 3 seed here. We crack 50 wins for the first time in this video, so this is a very positive sight because the guys that we just drafted who are help making this impact are only going to get even better, and so is Bradley Beal. He's only 26, same with Otto Porter and Kelly Oubre. So here we take on the Pacers, who made all those signings in free agency. What's their roster looking like? So Jeff Teague, I'm sure we'll hear about this on a podcast in 20 years, but Miles Turner, Paul George, Nikola Jokic, Chris Middleton coming off the bench. Yeah, this is a great team. I'm surprised they're only the 6th seed. But here in this series, we will see about game 1, it will go to them. All right, game 2, it will go to us. Game 3, we'll go to us. 2-1 series lead. Let's make it 3-1, and they tied up. All right, let's make it 3-2. Let's close out the series here, and we go on to the next round. So we're taking on the Celtics. Is this our first time winning a series? I think this is. But we take on the Celtics here, who are led by Jaylen Brown, who they just traded in real life. Isaiah Thomas is there, 89 overall, and Lauri Markkanen, who they took in the first offseason draft. But we'll see if we prove to be better. Also, there was an upset. The Cavs win 4-1 in the first round, but we'll see about game 1, and we'll go to the Celtics. What about game 2? Tied up at 1. They take a 2-1 lead, and we tied up at 2. Let's make this 3-2. Let's close out the series here and go on to the conference finals, and they tied up and force a game 7. So also, what we should do, we were at a 10-man rotation. We should go down to an 8-man rotation here in the playoffs. But we'll see if we can close out this series in this game 7 and go on to the conference finals for the first time in this video. And we do it taking on the Cavs, who knocked us out last year. But this year we're even better. We got Zion Williamson. Game 1 will go to us. Game 2 will go to them. All right, what about game 3? 2-1 series lead for the Cavs. Let's tie it up at 2. Now let's get to 3-2. Yeah, I mean, Kyrie is just way too good in these sims, and we'll see. Can we force a game 7? We cannot. And it will be the Jazz winning the championship. Julius Randle, Finals MVP, averaging a double-double. Gortat has decided to retire after 13 seasons in the NBA, and we have a top 3 projected pick here in this year's draft lottery. So we'll see if we can get the first pick in back-to-back years, and we actually drop. We dropped to the 5th pick. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. I'm pretty sure we also have multiple firsts this year, though, yeah, we have the 17th pick. So maybe we could trade up. That's a possibility. But here, I don't even know who I want to draft. Like, with the 5th pick, I mean, if Ant fell to us, that would be amazing. But I mean, I don't even know who I would draft. I guess we'll just see how the board drops. I mean, I could also trade out of the pick. That's also a possibility. Who will go pick 1? The Thunder will take Anthony Edwards. Pick 2 will be a trade. Who will the Bucks be trading away pick 2 for? Marc Gasol and Mike Conley for pick 2 and their next year's first round pick. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, the Grizzlies will take Precious Achiuwa with that pick. Well, I guess the Grizzlies are just going full rebuild mode around Precious Achiuwa. LaMelo Ball will go pick 3 and Tyrese Halliburton pick 4. So here, we could go Onyeka Okongwu. Ceiling is Ben Wallace, All-Star. What about James Wiseman, All-NBA? Obi Toppin is an option, but he's also 22. I don't really like drafting rookies that are kind of old, which granted, I turned 22 in like a month, so saying 22 is kind of old. It does feel kind of crazy. You know, I think I might accept this. This is a very tempting offer right here, but I mean, I haven't really seen many offers that I like. There's this Suns one, but there's also this Hornets one where we could trade back to pick 13 for a future for, you know what, we'll do this one. Okay, well, the Grizzlies just traded their 2 best players, and now they want to trade their first round pick next year. Like, this is an extremely unrealistic trade, but we're doing it because this might be the number 1 overall pick next year. So yeah, who will the Grizzlies take? They'll take Killian Hayes. Okay, Jaden McDaniels and a future first for the 17th pick, Michael Beasley and Patty Mills. This should under no circumstance be accepted, but we'll see. And yeah, that wasn't. You know, I want to squeeze every last value I can get, and we get 2 second-round picks out of it. We should not have been able to get that trade to go through, but it works out. But yeah, Jaden McDaniels, welcome to the team. Isaiah Hartenstein, we will accept that team option, but Hartenstein is ready to re-sign. We'll offer him 7 over 4, and he will will accept. But here in free agency, we pick up D Rose, Trevor Booker resigns. We also pick up Festus Ezeli. So I don't think we'll do anything else. I think we're probably good. But Curry signs with the Nets. I really wish I traded for that Bulls first round pick. Now that's kind of disappointing, but is there anything else that goes on? Jahlil Okafor to the Raptors. But John Wall regresses a little bit more and he wants an extension. Can't be doing that if you want to get paid. Zion up to an 86 though. Tyler Hero and Jackson Hayes all progress. Same with Isaiah Hartenstein. But yeah, heading into another year here, this starting lineup is really coming to form. And last season we did make the Eastern Conference Finals. I think with Zion progressing, same with a bunch of other guys on this team, and this bench getting better with D Rose, we should be in a pretty good spot. But here, as we approach the trade deadline, I don't think there's any reason to make any moves. We're in the 2nd seed right now, but Zion is averaging 22 on 71%. Goodness gracious, I'm bumping up that shot tendency immediately. Goodness, what's it at right now? It's at 88. I mean, right behind Bradley Beal. That's actually kind of good. We'll bump up his touches though. LeBron, we're good. Ben Simmons can average a triple-double and win MVP. I'm pretty sure this is back-to-back MVPs actually. LaMelo Rookie of the Year, Colin Sexton 6th Man of the Year. But here we are the number 2 seed. That is the best seed we've had all video so far, but this is also the first year of the play-in, so we'll see who our round 1 matchup will be. It will be the Brooklyn Nets, who have a red background for some reason. But who's on this Nets? Okay, so it's Curry and Clay. I didn't realize that this is who they signed in both these offseasons. Okay, well the Nets, so the Brooklyn Warriors essentially, but they don't have a single guy. Well, they have 3 players over 80 overall, but after that, there's really not much. So yeah, this is a very top heavy team. We got to take advantage of that because we have a lot of very good depth. So game 1, we'll go to them. What about game 2? We tie it up at 1. Let's make this 2-1. Let's get to 3-1. They tie it up. Okay. 3-2 series, let's close it out, and we go on to the next round to take on the Bucks, who have Giannis and who else? Malcolm Brogdon, Mike Conley. Yeah, that's right, Mike Conley, Marc Gasol, Mitchell Robinson. This is going to be a tough one. Yeah, this Bucks team is really good. They also have a very good bench as well. This could be where we lose. Yeah, the Grizzlies stacked this team. Also, wait, how good did the Grizzlies do? Because we have their first round pick. I hope they sucked. Please tell me they sucked. Okay, yeah. But all right, well, we'll see about game 1. Well, we actually take a game. All right, game 2. 2-0 series. Let's make this 3. Are we going to sweep the Bucks? We just swept the Bucks. I thought we were going to lose for sure. And we go on to the conference finals for the 2nd year in a row, taking on the 76ers, who have SGA. But also the back-to-back MVP and Joel Embiid is over there as well. So yeah, the 76ers team is good, but I don't know. I don't think they're better than the Bucks are. So we'll see about this game. We'll go to them. What about game 2? We tie it up. Game 3. 2-1 series. Let's make this 3-1. Don't blow the 3-1 lead. We go on to the finals for the first time this video, taking on the Nuggets. So the Nuggets have Jamal Murray, Jalen Brunson, Jimmy Butler is over there too. Goodness gracious, Christian Wood. Oh, that's right. Yeah, they lost Nikola Jokic. This Nuggets team, honestly, really from what I'm seeing is, like, if I'm going to be real, this does not seem like all that good of a team. Like, I really think we should win this series. I think our team is a lot better, but I mean, I don't know. I guess you never really know with this stuff. What about game 1? It will go to us. Game 2. Tied up at 1. Game 3. 2-1 series. 2-2. We should go down to an 8-man rotation. I haven't done it, and coach wants to switch our starting center. Okay, you know, we'll let coach do what coach wants to do. But I don't really like the idea of Jackson Hayes not getting minutes, so I think what we'll do is we'll get him 8 minutes off the bench. We'll see how that goes. If we lose this game, I'm switching it up immediately. And okay, yeah, Jackson Hayes, you're going back in the starting lineup, buddy. Okay, yeah, Jackson Hayes is getting 29 minutes. Let's see if we can turn the tables and make this 3-3. Game 7. We'll hop into Simcast for this, actually. So if this becomes a close game with like a minute left in the 4th, we're going to jump in and watch. But we'll go here with Simcast. And it's kind of going back and forth. We're starting to pull away here, though, in the second half. Now the Nuggets regain control as we enter the 4th quarter here. So I hope this is a close game. I kind of want to jump in and watch. But 1 possession game. The Nuggets are kind of pulling away, and I think, see if we can make this closer. I think the Nuggets are going to win. Yeah, that's going to be game. Well, we made it to game 7 of the NBA Finals. We really should have beat this team, man. I mean, Yusuf Nurkic will win Finals MVP. I can't believe we lost. We definitely should have won this series, but you know, we'll get even better this offseason and we'll make a comeback. Okay, so I'm just now realizing we didn't get the Grizzlies pick next year. We got it the year after. So we are projected the 13th pick, not the number 1 overall pick. Okay, well, I mean, I did try scamming them, so I guess I can't even be mad at it. And well, they get the 5th pick, so it wouldn't have really mattered all that much. We get the 13th pick. We also have the 16th and 18th pick, and also the 24th and the 29th. So we have a ton of first round picks. We have a ton of options to trade up. So I mean, this is the only offer for all of my first round picks this year. So if I were to offer all of my first round draft picks and Isaiah Hartenstein for the number 1 overall pick, would the Trailblazers accept that? They would not. Like, I mean, I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty positive I traded for 2 first round picks from the Grizzlies. I mean, what if I were to offer this? What's the value on it? 2-star value? Would this trade go through? If we were to offer it to the Trail, they would not. What about our pick next year? And wow, okay. We just got the number 1 overall pick. Well, I mean, who do I even want with this pick? Evan Mobley or Scotty Barnes? Cade is here, but we don't really need a guard though. That's the thing. I can't believe the Trailblazers accepted that. I really did not expect it to actually go through. Our scout hasn't been doing his job though. We don't even know the ceiling or floor of Evan Mobley. What about we don't even know. Yeah, our scout is just clearly not locked in. Okay, well, the Bulls accept this for the number... Wow. Okay, I did not expect that to go through. All right, well, we got the number 1 overall pick and the number 2 overall pick just because I couldn't decide who I wanted. Evan Mobley and Scotty Barnes, welcome to the team. That's crazy, dude. But somehow we still do have 2 picks in this draft. We're just going to trade them for future picks, though. I don't plan on using them. We'll do this trade with the Warriors, pick up the 18th pick in the 2nd round, and then I'm just going to do the same thing. We'll trade it for this future 76ers pick. I can't believe we just got the number 1 and number 2 overall picks. We had to trade a lot to get them, but I would say those trades were definitely worth doing. Now here for team player options, Zion, of course, to your team, Jackson Hayes and Tyler Hero as well. We will all be accepting those. So now heading into free agency, I don't think we're going to have that much cap space. I think we might have a little bit. Oh no, we actually have negative 15 million. So yeah, not really much to work with here. Here's our free agency haul. We bring back Derrick Rose. We also pick up Corey Joseph, Larry Nance, and wasn't Terrence Ross on the team last year? Yeah, he was. He was actually on the team the last 2 years. I just completely forgot about that. But we also pick up John Henson, and that's really all we have to do this free agency. Okay, scratch that. I picked up Trevor Booker just for a vet in the room. But around the league though, KD to the Bulls, Jason Tatum back to the Suns. I'm pretty sure these are all just re-signs right here, and yeah, for the most part, these are all just re-signs. I'm honestly not sure. Well, Melo to the Warriors, I know that one's new. And Zion is up to a 92 overall, so he's now our highest rated player. But still, John Wall and Bradley Beal are both in their primes, even though they've regressed the past couple of years, which is surprising because they're really not all that old. But Tyler Hero, Jackson Hayes both improved. Derrick Rose is down a little bit, same with Corey Joseph and Larry Nance, and a handful of guys actually regress here. But yeah, going into this next year, I think this will be a championship year for sure, because we got 92 overall Zion Williamson on this team. I think we definitely should be a championship team. I also think, well, can Tyler Hero play the 1? No, his position is only shooting guard. Okay, how did Tyler Hero not win most improved? He went up by 7 points, and we just saw, who was it, Taurean Prince, who went up by like 2 points per game and won most improved. How did Tyler Hero not win? I mean, I guess maybe it's like a minutes per game thing. I don't know, honestly. It doesn't matter. I want Derrick Rose getting some minutes off the bench. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, like give him 5 minutes a game. I feel like that's fine. Just so that way we have a backup point guard coming off the bench. I could also make Tyler Hero's secondary position point guard, but I mean, 1 assist a game, I don't know. Also, I completely forgot player resigns. I always forget to do this in the off season, but John Wall, I'm forced to give him a 4-year contract when he's 31. Well, actually he would be 32 because he already has 1 year on his contract. I don't know why I would be forced to give him 4 years. I think we'll just re-sign him in the off season. That's fine. Otto Porter, well, I don't know how I feel about giving Otto Porter, especially a 4-year deal, because it's kind of the same situation. He's going to be 29, so I think we'll just wait on that. Kelly Oubre, please tell me he does not want a pay raise. I mean, that's not really all that much better. This would also kick in when he's 27, so we'll just wait on that as well. But actually, we're good on Zion. I forgot we don't have to until this next offseason. That's when we actually need to re-sign him. But for everybody else, though, we can just wait to the offseason. We're fine with that. All right, well, here at the midseason mark, we are 45-7. I would say this is pretty good. You know, we're currently the number 1 seed and first in the power rankings. What's the next highest team? We're actually only 5 games better than the next best team, which is kind of surprising. surprising because you would think 45-7 at midseason would have like a wide gap here, but you know, is what it is. Especially in the East though, like this is actually kind of surprising. Also with the Celtics, I was kind of thinking about doing an Isaiah Thomas Celtics rebuild, so if that's something you want to see, make sure to let me know in the comments. So Zion takes home the MVP award. He had 70% field goal percentage. Goodness gracious, we need to bump up his shot tendency, but he averaged a double-double. But our guy Scott Brooks wins Coach of the Year as we win a nice 69 games this season. Obi Toppin most improved player here. So any Wizards, yeah, well of course Zion is going to be on here, but any other Wizards we do not have any. But Evan Mobley, all rookie first team. What about Scotty Barnes? He is on here as well. So yeah, heading into the playoffs, we of course are the #1 seed, so we'll simply the play-in. We take on the Raptors, who have Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozan, Pascal Siakam, Jahlil Okafor. You know, this Raptors team isn't bad, but I feel like we should definitely sweep them, so we'll just simulate through the round, and we indeed will. Now we take on the Cavs, who do not have LeBron. They have 93 overall. Kyrie Irving though, Jarrett Culver, Kevin Love, 2 Timberwolves legends right here. I actually just saw, like before I started recording a little bit ago, I saw this Instagram post about Jarrett Culver, about like him coming out of college and everything like that. But yeah, this Cavs team, I mean this Cavs team definitely isn't bad, but I don't know, I feel like this might be a sweep. Maybe because of Kyrie they'll win a game, but I mean, this should be a sweep, so we'll go through, and yeah, they take 1. And now it'll be a battle between the 1 and the 2 seeds here. How many games did they even win this season? How do I, you know, I'll just go to standings. We'll do this the old-fashioned way. We'll go to standings here. So the Celtics, 58-24, so a pretty sizable gap. We won 11 more games than them. You know, they do have some high-rated players on here, but I think I'm going to give us the edge. I think we'll win this in 6 games. So we'll just go through the round rate. Oh, gosh. Okay, that was close. Okay. Yeah, wow. That was... I did not expect that. Okay, go down to an 8-man rotation. Scott Brooks, you won Coach of the Year. You got to coach us up in a Game 7 here. We'll go through some cast. I don't think we've done that at all this video, and I don't think I want to mess with the matchups. Actually, I think we just want to stick with what we got going. We'll just sim to this game and we'll see if we can take home the Game 7 for our first finals appearance this video. But it's kind of going back and forth. This fourth quarter we're taking over though, 33-21, and it looks like we're gonna pull away in this last minute, and we do. Jimmy Butler on the Nuggets wins Western Conference Finals MVP, and Zion wins Eastern Conference Finals MVP. So who's on this Nuggets team? Jamal Murray, Jalen Brunson, Jimmy Butler coming off the bench. Okay, that's interesting. DeAndre, why would he not be starting that? Okay, you know, I won't even question it. Yusuf Nurkic is there. Jakob Poeltl, Tyus Jones, Timberwolves legend is here. I mean, this is a really good team, but I mean, why is Jimmy Butler coming off the bench? I don't really understand that. I feel like that's going to cause some issues with our bench unit, because I mean, an 88 overall coming off the bench, like who would match that on our team? I mean, Scotty Barnes is here, Evan Mobley, Tyler Hero. I don't know. We'll see about Game 1. It will go to us. Game 2. We'll go to us. Game 3. Are we going to sweep and win our first championship of the Bradley Beal, John Wall era? It doesn't matter that Zion won MVP. It doesn't matter. This is the Bradley Beal, John Wall era, but Zion averaging a double-double wins finals MVP the same year he won MVP. So, I mean, we did win our championship, but I do want to see if we can go back-to-back. I also want to see if we can break this wins record, because this team is really good and they're going to develop even more. So I want to see if we can go for this wins record and also go for a back-to-back championship here. And we have the last 2 picks and nobody wants to trade for them. What about just... Am I going to have to? Okay, you know what? We'll just make the 2 picks then. All right, with the second to last pick, Isaiah Mobley. Why not? Come on down. You know what? Josh Minott, Timberwolves legend. We're going to add him. Oh, I also saw Scottie Pippen. I could have taken him. But yeah, that's really it for our draft. We got a 70 overall out of it, and then options here, we will be accepting all of these. So I'll make sure to actually do my re-signs, because I forget to do this in like every single rebuild video I do. But Zion is not ready to re-sign. But what about Bradley Beal? He wants 21 million. He wants a pay raise when he's 31. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. I'm not even sure if we'll be doing the video when he's 31, but Tyler Hero, we'll do that. Kelly Oubre wants a little bit of a pay cut compared to what he asked for last time, so we will do this. Kelly Oubre, 11.42, he accepts. Jackson Hayes wants a pay raise as expected, and he will indeed accept that. So yeah, here we have to re-sign John Wall. I'm pretty sure he's like the only guy. Well, also Derrick Rose is a free agent. Well, let's see. So John Wall, Otto Porter, Derrick Rose, And the rest of these guys, well, did Larry Nance even really play it? Yeah, he didn't really play it. And alright, we bring back John Wall and Otto Porter, as well as Derrick Rose. Markieff Morris is also back after how many years was he gone for? It's been a handful of years. I'm really not sure if I traded him or just let him walk, but I mean, if I traded him, no hard feelings, he's back on the team. Jordan Clarkson is also on the team. We also pick up Jeremy Grant here, and just looking around the league, Jokic to the Cavs. Jokic and Kyrie, that's going to be a tough team to beat because those guys both play very well in 2K Sim. Russ to the Heat though, wow, he's leaving OKC, and I think that's really the only new thing here. Oh, actually, wait, Russ and Trey both to the Heat. I don't see how those two fit together. Maybe Russ goes to the 2. That's an interesting pairing. Marc Gasol to the Magic. Yeah, that's new. Okay. But Evan Mobley up to an 88 overall. This team is so good. We got a lot of progression here. A little bit of regression out of John Wall, you know, as well as Kelly Oubre. Derrick Rose a little bit as well, but you know, it is what it is. So I do need to clear up one roster spot though, which I cannot do right now. I'll have to do in a second. And now heading into, what is this year? Like 5? Maybe it's year 6, honestly, I don't know. I think we could break the wins record this year. This team is so much better than it was last year, and really all that happened was just progression. That's really it. I mean, we don't have a backup point guard, which I might trade for one just so we have one. All right, we're going for Cole Anthony here. Will this go through? It will not. What about another first round pick? I honestly don't care about our first round picks because I'm not really sure how many years we're going to go on with this rebuild, but we'll get Cole Anthony, kind of the same situation as last year. We'll take away about 7 minutes here and give it to Cole Anthony. So yeah, this team, we should break the wins record this year. I mean, this team is so good. We got even better with progression. If we were as close as we were last year, we should definitely have a good chance at breaking it this year, but we also should go back to back on titles. That's what's most important. And so here at the trade deadline, we are 39-13, which last year we were at like 7 losses or something at the trade deadline. Honestly, I don't even remember, but I don't really see a reason to make a trade here. We're still in first place and we're kind of running it back, just with the exception we have a new backup point guard on the roster. But the Grizzlies though, they're kind of cooking over in the West, but I mean, this Grizzlies team is not better than us. This team somehow has a better record than us. I mean, no, I get it, they have Naz Reid, so it makes sense. But yeah, I think we're probably about like 30 minutes into this video. This rebuild has gone by pretty quick. I feel like it has, at least. I mean, we are in 2023, which, I mean, usually in this Curry era, I'm going to like 2026, 2027, but like we're pretty much done. Like, I mean, we did just win the championship and I might have like one more season after this. I guess it just depends how this one goes. But yeah, if you're still watching up to this point, I really appreciate you watching the video all the way through. For those of you who stick around all the way through these videos, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me for those of you who watch them all the way through. But yeah, Jokic wins MVP as a member of the Cavs. So we actually dropped down to the 2nd seed, so kind of a championship fall off here. So the Hornets, Donovan Mitchell, Markelle Fultz, Luka. So this is a very good Hornets team, actually. Wow, I'm surprised they were only a play-in team. Like, this is actually a really good team. So we'll see about game 1 in our series. It will go to us. What about game 2? That will go to us. Game 3. Okay, they take a game. Understandable. It's a very good team, and they tie it up. Okay, just don't go down to 3-2. Let's close out the series, and we do going on to take on the Nets. Steph Curry, Clay. Yeah, they only have 4 players above an 80 overall, so I mean, realistically we should sweep them, and indeed we do. Taking on the Celtics again, who almost lost to the Cavs last round. But Isaiah Thomas regressed a little bit compared to last year, and this is pretty much the exact same team. I think this is the exact same team. So I mean, we beat them last year. Let's beat them again. Game 1 will go to us. Game 2 we'll go to them. What about game 3? All right, let's go down to an 8-man rotation. And next game, we'll tie it up at 2. Let's make this 3-2. That's the wrong 3-2. We tied up though. Another game 7 against this Celtics team. We'll hop into Simcast. Actually, before we do Simcast, I want to make sure Coach has his lineups. He wants Bradley Beal back in the starting lineup. Okay. But all right, I don't think I want to mess with the matchups. We'll just keep it how it's going, and then we'll sim through this game. So Celtics come out swinging, kind of back and forth. We actually take the first quarter, but the second quarter tied up. But here, as we enter this 4th quarter, it looks like it's our game. Yeah, I was gonna pause it, but yeah, we did indeed win that game 7 and go on to our 2nd finals in a row, taking on the Grizzlies, who had the best record in the entire NBA this season, which they don't have a single 90 overall. How is this team so good? I don't get it. I mean, their bench is solid. Oh, that's right. Yeah, they have Nasri. I forgot. That's the reason they're so good. They have Nasri. But all right, we'll see about game 1. It will go to them. What about game 2? Tied up at 1. Let's make this 2-1. Let's make this 3-1. Don't blow this 3-1 lead. Let's close out. Dude, come on. Okay, there we go. We win the championship 2 in a row. Zion, 2 finals MVPs in a row. I think we'll go 1 more year. We'll see if we can three-peat. But Markieff Morris will call it a career after winning that championship. And so will our head scout, CFO, and assistant GM. And this one, I don't understand. I see it in every single one of these. It's all games will have 4 timed quarters in regulation. Like, when has that not been a thing? And let's see, will anyone want to trade for our 2 late second rounds? Surprisingly, someone will. We'll just take this pick with the Bulls. Team player options, we will be accepting all of those. Qualifying offers, Zion, that's right. So the finals MVP, well, actually the back-to-back finals MVP will be entering free agency. Has that ever happened in NBA history? And nobody's offering him. He's the back-to-back finals MVP. I get he's restricted, but still, not a single offer. That's actually kind of crazy to think about. The back-to-back finals MVP entering free agency. This is probably the only time that's ever happened in NBA history. He's also on his rookie contract. That's kind of crazy to think about. Like Zion, if this was a long-term rebuild, Zion could be going for like GOAT status at that point. 2 finals MVPs on his rookie contract. And here's our free agency haul. Zion re-signs. We also pick up Richaun Holmes, Elfrid Payton, and the best Curry in the NBA. Derrick Rose also decides to re-sign. Around the league though, AD back to the Pelicans. These are all just re-signs, I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's... I mean, no, that's right. He did get traded there. That's right. Yeah. Actually, Kemba to the Mavericks. That's new. So wait, he's pairing up with LeBron. Okay, that's something to keep in mind. Player progression, Zion up to a 93, Evan Mobley up to a 91. A lot of progression on this team. A little bit of regression. John Wall down to an 84. He's only 32, really? But Bradley Beal regressing at 30. So yeah, this is tough. At 32 and 30, like I've seen players progress at these ages. So that's kind of surprising. But I mean, the team is still very good. Josh Minott is up to a 72 overall. But yeah, considering how Bradley Beal and John Wall are regressing, this will be the last season of the rebuild because, you know, who knows, next year John Wall might be like an 80 overall, which at that point he would be a backup. And I mean, this is like a prime John Wall, Bradley Beal rebuild. So like they're kind of leaving their primes at this stages. So after the season, we'll call it. And Zion will take home yet another MVP. I say yet another as if this isn't like his second, but I mean, this is still a lot. Zion also won NBA Cup MVP, and I won Executive of the Year. I think this might be for the first time, maybe the second, and Scott Brooks takes home Coach of the Year. And now, of course, we did get the #1 seed. We're going to be taking on the 76ers, who have SGA, Ben Simmons is here, LeBron, we're good, Ben Simmons is here, Jordan Clarkson, who was on our team a couple seasons ago, so maybe he's going to give some insight to the 76ers, but it doesn't matter. We're going to win this one in 5. Game 1 will go to them. All right, what about game 2? That goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. All right, let's win this. All right, it's tied up at 2. That means it's time for an 8-man rotation. I guess Jordan Clarkson's inside intel is really helping him out. Well, Bradley Beal's also out of the starting lineup. We make this 3-2. Let's get it to 4-2, close out the series, and we take on the Bulls in the next round. So the Bulls, KD is over there, and that's pretty much it. They have Bobby Portis, but like they only have 4 guys that are above an 80 overall. I mean, we should definitely win this series. Game 1 will go to us. Game 2, yeah, we should sweep in this series. And okay, that got a little too close for comfort. They won 2 games, but we take on the Celtics for the 3rd season in the row. Are they the same team? They are. We've beat them the past couple of years. I don't think they'll get our number in our final season, and this might be a sweep, and it should be a sweep. Okay, gentlemen's sweep. Okay, yeah, we go on to the finals for the 3rd straight season. DeAndre Ayton and Zion Williamson are both the conference finals MVPs. So, Ja Morant, Devin Booker, Jason, what in the world is going on in Phoenix? Oh my gosh, this team is insane. They have 490 overalls in the starting lineup. How is this the first time we've seen them in the finals? Oh my gosh. Yeah, this team is insane. Their bench really isn't all that great, but like the starting lineup is crazy good. Yeah, we might honestly lose this series. Like, goodness gracious. As the GM, maybe I should have a little more confidence in this team, but wow, that is a crazy starting lineup, and they take game 1. Game 2 will go to us. They actually almost lost to the Grizzlies. How is this Grizzlies team so good? I don't understand. You know, I won't even question it. I mean, I guess Kyle Lowry being there, you know, in the locker room, he's got a really good locker room presence, but yeah, we'll see about this next game. They take a 2-1 lead. tied up at 2. 3-2. Let's close out this series here. Don't let them get to a game 7, and we win our 3rd straight championship. Zion, another finals MVP. But that will do it. We complete the 3-peat here in the John Wall, Bradley Beal Wizards rebuild. You know, granted, neither of them won a finals MVP, but you know, it didn't matter. They were both very solid contributors to these finals runs. But you know, this was a pretty fun one to do. We got a 3-peat, and you know, Bradley Beal and John Wall are 2 players that I really liked, so it was fun being able to win them a championship here. But yeah, with that being said, for those of you who made it all the way to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching the video all the way through. I really appreciate that. And if you enjoyed this one, you can feel free to let me know in the comments which team you guys would like to see me do a rebuild of next. And I also do have a ton of other rebuild content up on my channel, so you can feel free to check that out. But yeah, that's all I have for you all today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time.